everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing Jones. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Able to slither by. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Boy, shifts past him. And some room to run now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jackson. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson going to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Let's go, man. Come on, baby. Get low. You want it? We all got you, baby. Hey, been there. Here we go. Let's do this, man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And Jackson going to run again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there. Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
That's right. Keep on going. Oh, let's sit up. Guys ready to get it on right now? You ready to roll? Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go. Let's go right here. Do your thing. Make a play. Let's do this, man. They can't be straight up. Let's be strong. Let's play hard. They can't stop us.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. On third down, Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson now.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jackson.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again is Jackson. On target to his man, likely.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Make it work for it. Let's be perfect. Do your thing. I bet you want it, boys. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Give us y'all. Give us y'all. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Get them going, baby. Let's ride.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Jones' throw caught by Tony.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the Stix.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Jones now throwing on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. And this one too low.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
Kadarius Toney really created headlines with a 10-catch game as a rookie, but couldn't stay healthy enough to build on it. Still had over 400 yards in his first campaign and should blow by those numbers with a full season in 2022. Nice first down pickup for the speedster right there.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. James now to return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, and his throw is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop indeed not a good look. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Tay Crowder able to make the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 31, Jackson. Able to avoid him at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be crippled.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. All right, go get him now. That's right, baby. Play it to the wall. Do your thing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Jones. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 24-20, a minute 24 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Jackson to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside, and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A good pickup there, a 22. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in gain by the tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Now Jackson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and 7. Throwing, Jackson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.